with our green passport already, our chances of getting visa is about 30%, especially as a Nigerian. If you now have the proof of fund to show, at least that percentage may come up a little bit. Even with your money, you need loads and loads of documents to prove to a visa officer that indeed you are a genuine visitor, you are a genuine student going to their country to study. As a student coming to Italy to study, it's better you get it right. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I want to share with you some sample pre-rejection letters. Some of these letters eventually they got overturned and some were rejected. Sharing these rejection letters with you and equipping yourself with information will improve your chances of getting your visa. Alright, let's get straight into the video. This is a sample rejection letter, a rejection letter that someone received. You can see the Italian embassy logo, then the date. This person got this rejection letter as an email on the 19th of September 2024. Communication of rejection notice according to article something like that, right? So what does this letter indicate? Your entry visa application for the object indicated cannot be accepted for the following reasons. Now look at the first reason. From the documentation presented, it is not possible to consider the declared sources of income as certain and lasting. I'm not going to lie to you. This person, we actually prepared his documents together. Okay, not everybody has the readily available proof of fund. Okay, definitely we're going to do some minus and pluses. Eventually this person got his visa. So they said it's not possible to consider the declared sources of income as certain and lasting. What did this person present? He presented his mom as a sponsor and some other sources of income from other places. In previous videos I've said when you say you sold land is always ending in pre-rejection. You are old enough, you are supposed to have your own source of income, something that is bringing money for you. I don't think it concerns a visa officer. You live in Nigeria, you are 25 years old, you've not gotten a job, and you are expecting the visa officer should know that you don't have a job, so you're not supposed to have something in your account. No, at least you should have something doing, or you should have anywhere that something is also entering your own account. In his own account, he deposited a lump sum of money, but they said the declared source of income that they don't consider it certain and lasting. I've talked about the type of bank statement required by Italy embassy. If that information is very important to you, please kindly watch my previous video. Now, the second point listed in this pre-rejection letter is that you are admitted with reservations on Universally. The next one was one of your names is missing on Universally. Look at that. This is very, very important, especially those of you that you now have your pre-enrollment summary. Kindly go to the back of your pre-enrollment summary. Make sure on your pre-enrollment summary you don't have anything like conditional admission. If you have conditional admission, before you go and apply for your visa, you need to contact your school. Ask them why you have conditional admission and make sure you do something about it. You can see this is a live pre-rejection letter. This one is not they say, he say, no. This is from the embassy in Lagos. Before adding that pre-enrollment summary to your visa application documents, make sure your school correct it for you. You can always have another pre-enrollment summary. Like myself, I got 2 pre-enrollment summary. Then the last one of your name is missing on Universally. Most of the time, we always have 3 names. So make sure the completed name that you have on your passport is also on your pre-enrollment summary. And I believe you've gotten something from this person's pre-rejection letter. Make sure your source of income is certain and lasting. I've talked about this a lot in my videos. Please kindly watch it. Then admitted with reservation, and then the last one is they said his name is missing on Universally. Very funny. All right, guys, let's quickly look at another pre-rejection letter. This one says a reliable and lasting source of income for the father are not proved. Documents were attached proving sources of income of other people with which the relationship is not proven and are therefore not recognized as valid. This person I was also involved in their visa application. Look at the first one. A reliable and lasting source of income for the father are not proved. The proof of fund was not enough. So this person had to use another sponsor that they don't have the same surname, but they are the kind of related in some way, but different surname. Even though this person's father was sponsoring him, just like the previous one that we said, even though the mother was sponsoring the previous rejection letter we saw together, he was still given pre-rejection because they believe the money is not enough, I think. Another one now, they said the dad did not provide enough proof. So your money needs to be enough. Your proof of fund needs to be enough. Look at the second point. Document attached proving sources of income of other person. Reason is that this person used someone as co-sponsor, a family friend that they were not related, and the reason for the pre-rejection is that it did not prove enough relationship. You need to prove relationship if you are using someone else. So that means you need to avoid your parents not having enough money. Then you need to avoid using another person that you don't have the same name, so that you won't be rejected. Follow the rules given by the embassy. Your passport already is against you. Don't be against yourself too. That's about this second rejection letter. Let's look at another one. Okay, this is another one, another person. This person got this letter on 26th of August 2024. He submitted his visa application on 3rd of July. He was rejected on the 28th of August. And what is the reason? You did not present documentation that certifies the possession of certain and lasting sources of income for the requested period of stay. Definitely, his proof of fund is not enough. Don't let us waste time on that. Let's check another pre-rejection letter. Okay, look at this rejection letter. This one is quite funny, honestly. They said lack of adequate means of support by you and your parents presented. You can see even this person used the parents, yet he still got pre-rejection notice. They said the means of support is inadequate. Another one, documentation from your sponsor is not sufficient to prove kinship. After using the parent, this person also used another person as sponsor, yet they said it didn't prove enough kinship. I believe you all know the meaning of kinship. It didn't prove enough relationship. So when you are preparing yours, when you are ready for your own visa application, check, is your proof of fund, is it adequate? The documents you are presenting, will they show lasting, reliable source of income? And then if you are using another person apart from your parents, what are those documents you think you are supposed to add to show kinship? Maybe you're going to get letters from your family head, from head of religious organization, that will convince the visa officer that, okay, definitely you are related to this person. Maybe pictures that you guys have taken together when you are young, as you are growing up, things like that. This applies to if you are not using your parents alone as your sponsor. Those are the type of documents you need. Let's look at another rejection letter. This person submitted a visa application on the 14th of August and she was rejected on the 3rd of September. And the reason, you have not demonstrated to possess financial means of support from reliable, certain, lasting, and verifiable sources in relation to the requested period of stay. This person also, in her own case, she used a brother that is not in Nigeria. Let's look at another one quickly. Your personal means of support documented by you do not seem to come from certain and lasting sources of income. See, still these sources of income, as in the root of your income, this, where is that income coming from? So it's not just about you showing bank statements. You need to back up your bank statements with documents that shows where this money is coming from. Maybe pay slips, invoices, receipts of goods sold, depending on whatever you are doing. We are earning salary or you are doing business. Now they said, furthermore, they are not sufficient to cover the expected cost of travel, food, and accommodation. Still boils down to income. Okay, now let's see another. You have not demonstrated that you hold a duly registered company, CAC and partnership. That's the first reason this person was being rejected. This person said they have a company, but Italian visa officer is saying it's not duly registered. If you are using a company, make sure your company is being registered with CAC, and not only being registered, make sure your company is active. So if you have decided to use maybe your dad's company, ensure they have CAC and Form 7 is also present. Okay. Then the second one said it is necessary to demonstrate that your sources of income are certain and lasting. This person's document was not enough. Let's look at the last one. Now, this one said you haven't presented documentation regarding personal or that of your parent financial means coming from sufficient, certain, and lasting sources. The person didn't show personal. The ones of the parents is shown was not convincing enough. The second one is the relationship with the sponsor is not proven. This person used the uncle with the same surname yet they said it did not prove it. So you need all those documents, like I said. Anything to prove if you are not using your parent directly, or if you are using your parent, you are using some other person to make sure that you meet up with your proof of fund. You have to prove relationship with the person with documents. Now let's look at the third one. The documents regarding the financial situation of your sponsor issued outside Nigeria are not verifiable and therefore not acceptable. From number 2, this guy used another sponsor, but this sponsor is not in Nigeria. He presented pounds account. Embassy says it's from outside Nigeria, so it's not verifiable and therefore not acceptable. Eventually, this person got the visa. The uncle had to write another letter. They had to notarize it. They had to do everything necessary to prove to them that he's sponsoring his nephew to come to Italy to study. You have to be careful when you are using a source of financial statement that is not coming from Nigeria, that is currency is different from the one embassy believes you are spending. The person using that account for you have to present so many documents to prove that it is genuine. They can verify it, maybe from his workplace. Anyway, I think these letters are enough because most of the others that I have, they are also about reliable, insufficient, certain lasting sources of income. I believe these ones will equip you. We've talked about the reason for the rejection, what you can do, and if you are still not convinced or you have any other question on your own, you can just write it below in the comment section, and whenever I say it, I will try as much as possible to get back to you. I wish you all a very less stressful visa application and hoping to see you guys in Italy by September. Make sure you use the information in this video to your own advantage. All right. Thank you for staying this long on the video, and trust me, you don't want to miss the next video because we'll be talking about visa application documents. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.